大家好，我是7年级的社会课老师，我叫安老师。Hello everybody, my name is Miss Kubisek and I am 7th grade social studies teacher, but your children may know me as An 老师. Let me introduce a little bit about myself. So, it is my first year at Minnetonka Middle School East and West, but it is not my first year teaching. I've had more than 10 years of teaching experience. I've taught multiple different disciplines, from ESL to American culture courses, and my latest experience was at a New Jersey high school teaching Chinese 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've also taught all different levels of learning from university to middle school to adult to preschool. Before teaching at New Jersey, at a charter school in New Jersey, I did teach at the University of Madison, Wisconsin in the continuing education department. I taught Chinese there, while I was also obtaining my master's degree in Chinese literature and cultural history. I also have 2 children who are in the immersion program at the Scenic Heights. I did live in China for 6 years. That is where I met and married my husband, who also is Chinese. So I do have quite a bit of experience teaching Chinese, also living in China and having an immersion bilingual background in my own home. So I would like to talk a little bit about the classroom rules and procedures. Firstly, one of the main points I'd like to make is that the class is conducted in Chinese. Students will be required to speak only in Chinese during class time. The grade content knowledge will be delivered and assessed through Chinese. So while we will be using Chinese as a tool to communicate, we are still learning grade content knowledge. So we want to be prepared to learn every day. Our form of assessment is formative and summative. And if you look there, it's a little bit different than 6th grade. Now we are moving up to from 30% to formative to only 20%. And summative is 80 rather than 70. So our formative is going to be homework and practices in class, whereas summative is more of our main source of assessing, as in mastery of skills such as tasks or presentations or project. Now, classroom participation I am going to put under summative only because that using Chinese in class is one of the more important things that shows your mastery of the skill. Schoology is another big thing that we're going to be using daily in class. So this is a way for you and me to communicate effectively through daily updates. We have homework, we have resources. I will let you know every day what's going on in class, and I will also post and assign homework assignments so students know what's coming up and know what is due. Resources, I will put every and all resources that I gather that can be helpful for the students on Schoology as well. Now this gets us to the more exciting part of the presentation. We're talking about what we're actually be learning in American history class. So we're starting off with the Unit 1, which is our Road to Revolution. So this is kind of the build up to the American Revolution. So one essential question that we would be asking in class is, what are some of the reasons the colonists wanted to become independent from England? So the following chapter we're looking at is the American government structure. We're talking about the Constitution, the checks and balances, the Bill of Rights, and political parties. So they will be doing this all in Chinese. One thing that we will have, if your child is feeling very overwhelmed with some of the vocabulary, we will have access to the English textbook online. So sometimes this is helpful for students to reinforce some of the ideas that we've gone over in class in Chinese. The next unit is talking about the first presidents, the early U.S. involvement, Andrew Jackson, Manifest Destiny. So again, as you see some of this stuff come up in Schoology, you can talk to your child, reinforce some of that knowledge, maybe through having conversations about some of the stuff they learned in class. So for this next chapter we're looking at is the Civil War, the worlds of the North and South, the events leading to the Civil War and the Civil War itself. So this is one of those chapters where we spend some time looking at multiple perspectives. On the last unit we're looking at, America's Moves Forward, We have our Reconstruction, Industrial Revolution, Immigration, Progressive era. And the last chapter that we're going to get to is just touching the beginning of World War I. So these are the main units and chapters that we're going to be looking at throughout the course of American History 1. If you have any questions about the course, about what we're teaching, please first look to Schoology. If there's something I help, I have not been answered on there, please feel free to email me at any time. I'm looking forward to working with your child. Thank you.